Chicago Bears at home this week after a week off. Round 2 at the Detroit Lions, who just escaped the Big Easy with their 9th win.
Do you consider letting Goff throw it? They will. Off play action. He's flushed. He's hit. He got rid of it for a first down. Jared Goff with the play of the day, finding Josh Reynolds.
Lions, winners of 4 of their last 5 now. One of those wins came against Chicago in Week 11.
So here we go. 29 seconds to go. Lions up 5-3. Bears from their own 25. Fields back. Lions rush 4. Fields looking. Gonna get hit. Gonna go down. Ball's loose. It's not the 5. It's kicked out of the end zone. That's a safety. That's a safety. The Lions are gonna win this game.
Call that one an early Christmas gift because they needed a historic Chicago collapse to pull it off. Jared Goff ended the game with 3 INTs. Justin Fields put up a 100-plus rate, and he ran for over 100 yards, too.
Fields takes off. Fields with a big run. Fields still on his feet, and he slides down inside the 35.
Fields has led Chicago in rushing back-to-back games now, but the last time we saw him, it was a field goal fest. Chicago beating Minnesota 12-10, no TD scored.
30-yard try, in essence, to win it for Cairo Santos. Good snap, good hold, good kick. Bears are back on top with 10 seconds to go.
Probably need a few more points to beat the Lions. Their offense blinks last week, 21 points. Slowed down the rest of the way, still finished with 33. Putting up points, not this team's problem at all.
End around and a reverse. Here comes Jamison Williams. Explodes to the end zone. Touchdown Detroit. Superman dive for number 9.
Goff threw for 2 touchdowns versus the Saints, a rating of 117.6. And most importantly, the TO streak ended. No interceptions or fumbles.
Goff lets it rip. A touchdown to Laporta. And a marvelous start to this game for Detroit.
Amon-Ra St. Brown was the lead receiver versus Chicago in round 1. He only put up 49 yards last week, but he scored again.
Over the middle, Amon-Ra St. Brown. What a start for Detroit.
Tight end Sam Laporta versus New Orleans, 9 targets, 9 catches, a touchdown, 140 yards. Those two the constants to their passing attack.
Goff steps into it. He's got Laporta. Another big play for the rookie tight end down to the 25.
The Chicago secondary Goff and company face, though, not only picked him 3 times in that game, they followed it up by intercepting Joshua Dobbs 4 times. So 7 INTs in their last 2 outings.
Dobbs, too hot, and on the deflection and interception by Brisker.
As for the ground game, Chicago struggled versus David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs in that loss. Gibbs still popping 7.5 a carry versus a good New Orleans run defense last week.
Gibbs has room, breaking it to the secondary. Gibbs explodes and makes it 1st and goal.
Montgomery scored again. Detroit ran for 140-plus yards, 4.7 a carry versus New Orleans.
Here comes Montgomery. That offensive line surges forward, paves the way for a first down run of a dozen.
Bears defense is bottom shelf in points per game, so scoring on them is not supposed to be a challenge for Detroit, but keeping them off the board might be.
Carr has Graham and a touchdown.
Chicago may not have a high-scoring offense, but neither do the Saints, who gave one Pride a scare. New Orleans putting up 28 on Detroit's defense.
Kamara straight ahead for the Saints touchdown.
Now they get Fields again. Like we said, he got him for 100-plus rushing yards, but he's rushed for 100-plus yards in a game 5 times in his career. Chicago 0-5 in those contests.
Fields keeps, gets to the edge, and his first big carry of the night.
So it's about what he can do with his arm. His best 2 outings remain versus a bad Washington secondary and a Denver secondary that was terrible at the time. Detroit's not coming in off its best showing, gave up over 260 yards passing, 119 yards to Chris Olave. Their play versus wide receivers continues to be subpar, a 98.7 rating allowed to those cats.
Carr steps up and throws to a wide open Chris Olave.
They haven't sparkled versus tight ends either. Fields leans on tight end Cole Kmet. He's at 40 yards per game, and wide receiver DJ Moore, 83 per game. They've combined for 11 touchdowns.
Fields lets it go. DJ Moore, and the biggest throw of the night at the biggest time for Justin Fields.
I know Adam Rank will be predicting a Chicago win. Will any of you join him in the comments section? Will any on our panel of 10 join him?